There we go. Where my notification squad at? Please help me. Oh, so I just pulled this C3 ring 2 seconds ago. I'm trying to get like a good one for my Tomb Raiser, but nah. Doesn't really work out because it's got jump on it. Ha ha ha. Man, I'm so used to opening up the collections menu, but this stupid thing just keeps popping up. It's very frustrating. Okay. Grab some of these quests along for the ride, just because why not? Mostly we're just gonna be in U10, of course. Doing the grind. What up, gamers? Oh, hey, Bobby. Hey, Samir. Oh, hey, Strawberry. Oh, and Ghosts. We got lots of the regulars. You guys actually got notifications. Oh my god. Yeah, you'll have to pardon me if my energy's a bit low today. Lower than usual. Just, I don't know. Not feeling 100%, but I really wanted to like just stream and chill with you guys. So it was just like, alright, fine. Whoop! Oh, well, did you DM it to me, Spooky? Yeah, sorry, I didn't catch it yet. Let me see. But yeah, I knew that the gunslinger ability was useless. Where is... Okay, so you didn't DM me. It must just be in the general chat. Let me see. Discord's stupid, and even though you at me, like, I don't see the message. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. So the gunslinger ability, oh right, it makes it so that you can't use flasks because you're stuck in the animation. That's right. Yeah, I knew there was something that they did to mess it up. So there you go. That's so silly. Because it wasn't like that when it was on the test server, right? Like it was actually really good, I thought. Whee! That worked. Ah! And that didn't. Oh man. Do we got our movement speed from the... Yeah, we do from the cursed skull. I'm pretty sure we figured that out last time, but I just wanted to double check. Woo! Speed time! Wow! Yeah, I'll probably stream Trove for a while, and then I actually want to stream Halo. I've been playing Halo a lot. I just haven't been streaming it. I don't know. I've been feeling pretty, I don't want to say sick, but not 100%. What's your opinion on Subnautica Below Zero? I've tried watching playthroughs of it. I don't think it's as good as the normal, like, first game. It's got, like, too much talking and boring stuff. Like, it's, I don't know, at least for me. Hey, Nokia. Wait, what? I just watched 3 unskippable ads on YouTube for your stream. Why is this? I don't know. Dude, don't ask me. Like, literally when I'm watching, like, YouTube videos now, there's so many more ads. I mean, at least they're super short, but good lord. But yeah, I can't say anything further than just the beginning of the second Subnautica or whatever it's called because I've never played it. I played the first one to a degree, but I literally have, like, a fear of the ocean, so that game just freaks me out. Are Crystal Wings on console? Nope. How do you get Crystal Rings? I'm new to this Paragon thing. Are you on PC? You gotta be on PC. And then otherwise I've got videos that talk about it in more detail. The short answer is that once you get to level 30... Wait, I should use a double XP potion. Because we're gonna be here for an hour for sure. Where can I get one? Oh. I'm sure I got at least one, right? I know I have plenty. Where the heck are they? No, there we go. I've got plenty of them. There we go. May as well. I'm hoping to do a Resident Evil stream today, but we'll see. Just because, like, I don't know. I didn't get much sleep. I think that's why I'm kind of like bleh today. Excuse you, grapple hook? Excuse you? Alright. Cool. I like how one of the abilities on the Lunar Lancer becomes absolutely useless because of lag. Jesus. I mean, I probably shouldn't be using a double XP pot for this, like just dungeon grinding, but it's like, nah. Oops. Sorry, I didn't realize how dark it was. Oh crap! Yeah, you're right, Nokia. Wait. I think I got like a couple flowers to grab in Genshin, and then I was almost done with the event. God, what a useless event. Like legit. I'm sorry, you guys keep asking for club invites, but I'm not. If you put like a club invite in the Discord, that's your best bet to get in. I don't like doing invites during streams because otherwise I'll basically, if I invite one of you guys, then I'm gonna invite all of you guys, and then it's just gonna like be a thing, right? And it's a little too clunky of a system to invite everybody. I'm sorry. Did the lunar ability get a buff with attack speed? That's the polished effect that I have on my ring. So if I do my jump and then I slam down, okay. And then I slam down on an, okay. Well, it's janky. Doesn't work half the time. Anyways, yeah, I can get like a crap ton of movement speed. Okay, this is, you know what? I was thinking in the back of my mind, why don't I ever do those dungeons? There's my answer. Because those dungeons suck. Give me movement speed. Can you please work? Look at this. Jesus, dude. This is why you don't bother polishing the rings. Because the abilities themselves don't work just because Trove is like so jank, dude. God damn it. How long, like, has this game been around and Lunar Lancer's grapple still doesn't work even after the rework? Like, jeez. You ever do giveaways? Sometimes. Not as often as I would like, but it's... Most of all, it's because it's such a clunky system to give stuff away. Whoa, wait a minute. There's still a cursed skull down here. I don't know. It's kind of like one of those things where I gotta be like in the mood, and then most of the time I'm just not in the mood. What, Shadow Ghoul? What do you want about, man? I've used the Neo Ninja Jutsu ring perk. Wait, what? No, I haven't used the perks for most of the Ara classes just because I'm not maining any of them right now. Whoops. I mean, hopefully we'll be able to get at least one Paragon level today. That's the goal, right? And then after 1,000 days, we'll finally have it. That is very strange, Shadow. What? They're out tomorrow. Wait, what do you mean? Can't you just get in today then? I don't get it. I hate this dungeon. Yeah, just a quick reminder why I never do this one. I wish the orb boss finder mod would actually like work. You know? Because it's like normally you stay in here and then you just look for the glowing portals or the glowing bosses, but half the time the orb boss finder mod just doesn't work for me, so I just never bother. I'd rather just skip that dungeon. We're experimenting today. Oh, and speaking of an experiment, I love how the grapple just doesn't work today. Like at all. Even though it's still giving me my cooldown effect. That's fun. That's probably the best part of it. Oh, good lord. No, Joe, you're doing it weird. Man alive, the grapple is like so broken today, legit. Oh, there was something I wanted to experiment with. Okay, hopefully it freaking works. Grapple. Oh my god, did I get the speed? Okay, I barely got the speed, but let's try that again because that was just really janky. I want to use my lunacy mode while I've got like the speed buff and see how speedy we can go. Yeah. All right, we don't have all the speed that I want. No, what's happening? Why isn't it working? Oh, because the grapple doesn't work? Yeah, you guys are right. Please, game. I need to use that speed meter mod or whatever. All right, let's try this. Grapple him, bonk, and then what's my speed at? Almost 400. Good lord. If I would stop bumping into every little thing. Well, that was fun. It didn't last long though, did it? So if we had like pyro disc and everything triggered, we would probably be able to get 400 movement speed. Crazy. But that's one of those things where the stars just kind of have to align, right? Like we would have to have our ally trigger, pyro disc trigger, and then everything would have to trigger all at once. As opposed to other characters that have more consistent movement speed. Yes, Joe, like the Dino Tamer. Dino Tamer's consistently faster. But I do very, very much like the Lunar Lancer rework. Probably one of my favorite classes right now. I don't know how long that's gonna last. If they would ever rework the Shadow Hunter so that it would be fast. Is the fastest speed farmer still Neo Ninja and Dino Tamer? I don't know why, like, no offense, I don't know why you're putting Dino Tamer in the same league as Neo Ninja, but yes, Neo Ninja is still the fastest. And is actually faster since 2 updates ago, where they made it so that when you right click, you gain your shurikens, because the only thing that was kind of lacking with Neo Ninja was that you had to generate your shurikens off of like damaging enemies and stuff, and they changed that so now you can just right click and generate shurikens, which means that you can have the total uptime of your damage ready for when you get to the next dungeon. Not to mention the hidden effects of the crystal rings make it easier to be a speed farmer on Neon Ninja. I'm not gonna say it necessarily makes it faster, but you get like the slow fall when you cast your ult, which bleh. What was the other one though? I think you get like more energy regen or something like that. There's also some dude who he keeps trying to get me to use it. It's very, very impressive. I don't know his name. I can't shout him out. I'm sorry. But he made a mod where literally every time you backflip, for whatever reason, it literally creates Gonda gold blocks. I don't know how or why, or if that's even considered like a hack or something. But it's impressive that he figured it out. Some of these modders going crazy on this game, dude. Yeah, I know, Scythe. It has been a while since I streamed New World. It's most of all just because, frankly speaking, New World's been really, really broken lately, or at least it has been with my weapons. So I keep logging into New World and grinding here and there, but I basically just log on, do a couple things, log out. Like it's kind of just a daily thing now. That said, the new update did hit today that added the Void Gauntlet and a bunch of our huge fixes and stuff. So I will more than likely stream New World today if I have time. That's the thing, like I would love to have time to do all of the things that I want to do, but for me, it's already 2 o'clock. And I know that by the time I've done a couple streams, I'm already going to have to go and pick Mariko up from work. So honestly, it just gets me more and more excited about when we get our condo next year. Just because we're going to get, like, we kind of use the family vehicle right now. So that's why I'm always having to pick her up. And then Well, anyways, lots of stuff is going to change when we end up getting our condo, and I'm really excited about it. We've been doing a lot of... I also don't have as much time lately because we've been planning all the wedding stuff. Not that it's not like it's like super complicated. It's just very, very time consuming because we basically have to set up all these dates and, you know, we got to send invites out to a bunch of people and figure out like, okay, who's coming for the guest list and blah, blah, blah. What happened to Ghost of Tsushima? I beat it, dude. I completely beat it. That's why I'm not playing it anymore. There was rumors that it was coming out on PC, but honestly, who knows? Yeah, the grapple's actually working. Oh my god. You're right, Noglia. Yeah, for me right now, the big things would just be... Have you played Battlefield 2042? I'm guessing you're a fan, so I don't want to piss you off. But the game kind of sucks, so... Frankly speaking, dude... Halo just came out and crapped all over Battlefield because Halo's absolutely free and a better game. I played the Battlefield beta and I was just like, damn, dude, cancel my pre-order. This is bad. I'm not even kidding. Like, it was so bad and not fun. It just, I don't know. But I have a lot of experience with older Battlefield games, and so it was just like, okay, another copy and paste Battlefield game, cool. Did you guys know that another game came and went that probably nobody's even talking about? The new Call of Duty came out. Did you even know? So did Far Cry 6. I didn't know that either. And these games are apparently dog poop, which is expected. I don't know why anyone was excited about these games in the first place. I'm just waiting on... Everything is basically killing time until Elden Ring's out. For me. But otherwise, what do we got going on the channel? So we got Trove with the Paragon update, which is exciting. You know, gives me some... It at least feels like I'm grinding something now. So that's cool. Now people won't keep asking me, why are you grinding U10? Because I'm trying to level up. Far Cry 6, though, like, the argument, Scythe, is most of all that Far Cry just hasn't changed. Like, they're just copying and pasting the games at this point. Like, yeah. I don't know. It's funny that, like, it's funny that Halo came out and actually is in, like, a functional state, because all of these other games, like, I like how nowadays we're so used to these AAA companies just delivering crap that we're so conditioned to it now, where we're like, Battlefield's good, Far Cry's okay, Call of Duty Vanguard's all right, and it's like, no, these games are like some of the worst ever created by like a billion-dollar company or $1 million. I don't even know anymore, but I'm just trying to make a point. I mean, if you like those games, okay, whatever, that's fine. Like, I'm not trying to say like, meh. Yeah, the GTA trilogy, I know. So the thing is, the thing that pisses me off is with the GTA trilogy, you're supposed to get, like, I think San Andreas with Xbox Game Pass, which I have, but not on PC. Which probably dodged a bullet there anyways. But, I mean, eventually they'll end up adding San Andreas VR, so that'll be kind of interesting. Right now, I want to finish up for the channel. I got to finish up Resident Evil. I finally have another little, like, a tiny little mic that I can put on my shirt, which you guys don't care, but it helps out with the VR videos and stuff. What else we got? I'm still playing New World, even if I'm not streaming it as much, just because we're kind of, I don't know, it's not really the most exciting end game, as you would expect with most games. Genshin, I just have no reason to stream it lately. It's not that I don't want to, but I'm literally log in, get my dailies done within 10 minutes, log out. That's basically the entire game right now, because the devs have given up on Genshin Impact and are already moving on to their next game. I'm not kidding. They're pouring their Genshin money back into the next Honkai Impact game. which is going to be an arguably bigger franchise for the company, so they don't care about Genshin as much. But I'm excited for next week's update when, you know, we get the Albert reruns and junk like that, so that'll be kind of cool. I still also gotta, I've been slowly writing down my list for Game of the Year. Just because we do have, like, the actual Game of the Year going on, but I wanna do, like, my own video on it, so. I have my list. I just gotta kind of write what I want to actually like say about each of the titles if I don't just wing it like I do with almost everything. Dragon at Home, yeah, that's the other one that I keep forgetting. I have that on my calendar. I hopefully want to stream that today as well, but we'll see. Again, it all depends on timing. I never understood Genshin. What's to understand? It's basically a Breath of the Wild clone. That's why I loved it for as long as I did. Not to say that I don't still enjoy it, but I'm kind of just at the point where I'm just waiting for the devs to actually like do something good. Which they're probably not going to. In which case, Elden Ring, like the reason why I'm talking about Elden Ring so much is all of these jokes about like, you know, Battlefield and Far Cry and, you know, all these AAA companies that are just basically old boomers in charge and are just like getting sued left and right. Like, I don't know if you guys saw the Activision Blizzard crap that's going on, and I mean, I don't like getting into all the politics of what's going on with the company. If the game comes out and is awesome, then I don't really care. I'll buy it anyways. I'm not one of those freaks that's like, I do not want to support this product. It's like, oh yeah, because my single purchase is really going to make a difference. Sorry. Anyways, point is, Elden Ring is actually by a company that is still passionate. And they're a Japanese company, so they actually, you know, work for a living. Instead of all these stupid Western companies that are just trying to get a cheap buck. Like, that's the thing that's so good about the Japanese companies. And then they're not gonna sit there, like, imagine if FromSoft, like Bungie or whatever, you know, like, you know, I'm not trying to poke fun at Bungie, because obviously they moved on to making Destiny, which is awesome. But could you imagine, like, you're a game dev, you're living your dream job, and then after a while you're like, you know what? I don't want to make Halo games anymore. You know what? I don't want to make another Last of Us game. And then these people like leave the company and stuff because they don't like feel satisfied about it. And it's like, okay, I mean, I know it sounds mean to say, but it's like, you're just out of a job now. Like, what? Like, it'd be like if I was like, guys, I'm getting tired of playing video games, like on the channel and stuff. And it's just, I don't know. It's just something that I don't understand. It's like, just work. Like, who cares? Not every day is gonna feel great, man. Elden Ring, though, is just like, oh my god. It looks so beautiful. I'm staying away from all the titles and all the videos and everybody that ended up getting into the network test. I'm staying away from all that content because I want to experience it for myself. But it's basically just, I'm hearing nothing but good things about it, and it's just Dark Souls open world, which is all I ever wanted. Like it's not complicated to make a good game, you know what I mean? Anyways, I don't mean to go off on a tangent for it. Nah, man, I'm not that Scythe. I'm not even that type of channel anyways, where I would be like, I'm so disappointed in this title. You just gotta curve your enthusiasm. Dun, 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 dun. No, you gotta curve your excitement. Just lower the bar, and I don't mean that in a negative way. Like, I've talked about this in another stream, but I've already been burned since Fable 1. That was the game. I think everybody has one of those games in their lives where you get into the hype 100%, right? And then the game comes out and it's disappointing, or at least it doesn't live up to the hype. Fable 1 was a great game, but it was not what they promised. And once I ended up getting over the idea of what I thought Fable was going to be, then I was able to enjoy the game for what it was. And that's kind of how I just approach gaming nowadays, where it's like, I just don't have like super high expectations. It's like, if the game is serviceable and if it just gives me numbers to grind, I mean, I'm really easy to please. So with Elden Ring, it's like, it's just an open world Dark Souls game by the Dark Souls developers, which to this day are still the best developers of Dark Souls games. Oh, was Anthem your game, Bonky? Yeah, I didn't have the bar set too high for Anthem. And I mean, it was fun while it lasted, but there was too many really, really dumb boomer decisions behind the scenes that you could tell. Like all the animations and the screen shake and stuff. The fact that they had to add all of these features like way later was just like very weird. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I missed your boy's brother. Oh. That means we'll be playing Dark Souls together. Also, yeah, I'm sorry. You keep asking about Dying Light 2. Of course I'm hyped for that one, dude. That game looks great. I a couple months ago ended up picking up Dying Light 1 because it was on sale for like 10 bucks, and it was fantastic. I'd never played it before. I didn't know it was just Mirror's Edge with zombies. Like, it was so good. I didn't beat it or anything. I kind of got, I played it for like 7 hours straight, and then I just didn't play it ever again. But I'm excited for the second one. Are Paragon live already? Yeah, they are on PC. Not on console, though. Hey, Zuck. For me, it was Splinter Cell. Imagine waiting for a new one nowadays. Well, Zuck. You did hear that they greenlit a new Splinter Cell game, right? Which we both know is gonna suck. But I would be lying if I said I wasn't excited. I mean, I'm a huge Splinter Cell fan, or at least of the classic Splinter Cell games. I still got my video, like, so I have a video where I talk about, like, the 9 most influential games of my life kind of thing. And I've had that video for, like, a month. It took a long time to edit, and it's basically, like, an hour long. And I have it sitting on the channel. It's available to members. I've kind of just been waiting for when I can actually, like, just publish it. Because there's just been so much other crap that I've been busy with lately, you know? Like, Paragon update ended up coming out and everything, so it was like, okay, I guess I'm doing this now. I loved Conviction, actually. I thought it was a really nice modern Splinter Cell. Not the one that sucked was the Black Ops or whatever, the Call of Duty Splinter Cell. I can't wait for Half-Life 3. What do you mean? It already came out, Strawberry. It's called Half-Life Alyx. Apparently Valve, no joke, is they're working on the next VR Half-Life game. So I'm excited. They do got to get a little bit more competitive, though, because Oculus so far is just like, hey, we're going to buy up all the IPs of all the interesting titles. And it's like, what? When is the update coming to PS4? No idea, dude. Don't ask me. We never know. That's the thing. If I had to guess, I would say December. Like, before the end of the year, hopefully. But, honestly, who knows? No, I know what you meant, Strawberry. In which case, that ship has sailed like a long time ago, my man. But if you didn't check out like Half-Life Alyx, like I've got a series on it. The game ends on a very, very cool cliffhanger that basically shows that Half-Life 3 is going to be the next game. I don't know whether or not they're going to do it with mouse and keyboard or if it's going to be a VR dedicated game, but I would be perfectly fine with it being in VR. I know the average player wouldn't, but yeah, I mean, console, like, I understand why they take so long to put these console updates out, but at the same time, I just wish that they would actually, like, I don't know, give a release date or, like, talk about it and stuff, because basically what happens is, I think there's a lot of politics that goes behind the scenes with consoles in general, where it's something like a company can only end up releasing an update once per month to keep it relevant in the store, or I don't know, there's something to do with like the console infrastructure, right? And then it's like if they ever have to put out more than one update, I think they have to pay like a pretty big sum to push another patch. Because it's not like something like PC where they just roll out the patch on their own servers, you know? Like their Xbox servers have Trove on it. PlayStation servers have Trove on it, kind of thing. Not to mention the infrastructure of the game was not designed for consoles in mind, and that's why they do all the rigorous testing to try and get everything set up, and then it's still broken on PlayStation. Or you're on Nintendo Switch, and you still don't have the Lunar Lancer update. Because that's fun. Jack, you're my biggest fan. I know what you meant. Thank you very much, but... Alright, gimme. No. Get away from me. I want speed. I want speed. Speed! Whee! Ooh, man, imagine if you could have momentum, slam you into a wall, and it would kill you. You know what? I don't even care about this dungeon. I don't care. That dungeon's garbo. Let's do our fancy flipperoonie attack. Man, that move sucks. Oh my god. Half of the abilities on this guy are like legit so bad. It's too bad like their lack of function, because otherwise they're like cool abilities in theory, but they call this, Gamago calls this the polished Paragon update, but it's the Paragon pain update. Oh, I mean, it is true. I mean, at least the update doesn't seem to have any major bugs, because we all know how much of a meme that would end up being. Polished Paragon update when it's clearly not polished, you know? Do you know what class will have the next rework? No idea. Did they talk about it? I want to say Boomer, but I don't know if that had any merit. I'm trying to remember. Probably not, frankly speaking. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing about Trove, is literally, you guys are gonna know when the update is on console when I make a video of it, because they, for whatever reason, just, like, they don't even post about the updates being on console, do they? Like, it'll literally just shadow drop it. At the least, it's gonna be like on a Tuesday, because updates are usually always on a Tuesday. Stop rubber banding, Jesus. Good lord, this game. I know when this update comes out on console, I'm gonna have a headache. Dude, I know the feeling. Not necessarily that specifically, but I know the feeling. Like, even though I'm all sitting here and I'm excited about Elden Ring, speaking of curving my expectations, I know that I'm probably going to end up being sick that day, or I'll be, like, too excited to sleep, and then I'll be way too tired, and I'll sleep in and get to the game late or something. Like, I know that's what's going to end up happening. Or I'll just end up being, like, way busier than expected, or who knows. Or I'll just be, like, sick. Can this game stop being a laggy mess? Hello? Where is the enemy? There you are, you little freak. Die. Jeez. Dear devs, make it so that the enemies out of Cursed Skulls spawn on the Cursed Skull, so that they don't end up spawning on the other side of the freaking wall, dude. Come on. Which one, Dr. Purple? I'm sorry, no, I didn't catch that comment. There's a bug with all the hidden effect, hidden ring abilities. What's this bug, my dude? Probably some game-breaking issue, huh? Or just the fact that polishing rings doesn't do... Okay. Try that again. Yep. Alright, fine, I'll blast my way in. Stupid dungeon. Oh, look at this. We got two dungeons right beside each other. That's why it's generating it wrong. There we go. Yeah, I'm squeezing in. Should I go Shadowhunter, Dino Tamer, or Neon Ninja? I'm leaning towards the range. Yeah, Shadowhunter's a lot of fun, but just keep in mind that you're not going to be as efficient doing dungeons as the other characters. That's kind of the only negative thing that I have to say about Shadowhunter. I love Shadowhunter, but it's just not efficient enough. So I would be, if you want to be ranged, maybe Dino Tamer probably. Just because you're going to be faster. Oh, I know that there's broken dungeons, Strawberry. I know. There's a lot of dungeons that just don't do anything. Like, it's very weird. No, they can't end up having all the updates come out for console at the same time. I know that you guys are salty that we got all these updates on PC early, but it's just the way that it is, man. There's no way they could end up doing something like that. Like, that would be if Trove was more so, like I said, like if it was designed with console in mind. But I mean, this game, like the reason why it runs well on Xbox and not on PlayStation is because this game is literally just, I mean, Xbox is literally just using Windows, right? So it's got the same infrastructure as PC, so there's not much of a change. I mean, not that I need to explain or even fully understand it myself. It's just I just know that there's a lot more to it in terms of why don't they just port it? It's like it's more than just that, you know. In your opinion, what's the best damaging class? It's not so much damaging class. Like I value classes in this game based off of speed farming and delves. That I would say is pretty much how the entire game is split. And I've got classes that I use for speed farming, like Lunar Lancer, Neon Ninja, Dino Tamer, so on and so forth. And then other characters that I end up using for not only damage, but also survivability, because half the time, whenever I end up doing delves, I'm usually just doing them solo. And so, for me, I'd say, like, maybe Tomb Raiser, Ice Sage, Draco. Yeah, those would probably be my top picks, just because the amount of survivability that they also have on top of just the damage. I guess Chloromancer as well. I keep forgetting about Chloro because I didn't main it for a very long time. But Chloro's probably the hardest hitting character in the game. Yeah, for sure. If I had to put a category on it. I don't find Chloro to be particularly fun. Why I don't use it. And why I don't think about it half the time. But did we win? Yeah, this dungeon done, boy. Whee! Hello, lag. Lunar Lancer's ultimate has a massive delay before it does anything. I mean, that sounds normal. Don't worry, you don't actually need the ult anyways. It actually makes you less efficient. It's just kind of cool to go big mode. Right? Gives you movement speed, but that's pretty much it. Spear of Destiny. Ah! Help! GameAgo really needs to work on fixing stuff when it comes to actually getting into different worlds in the game itself, because half the time you endless loading screen or it'll crash. Well, the thing is, yeah, I mean, true. That's a lot of that infrastructure is going to be from this game engine being ass, and then also just Trine Worlds being in charge of it for such a long time. I'd say GameAgo's done a really good job with it. Like, I think people like knock on GameAgo a lot, but maybe I view GameAgo more positively than most people just because of the fact that Trine Worlds was worse. I mean, for crying out loud, they were so bad they went bankrupt. So, okay, Dr. Purple, let's see. What are you saying? When you die in the game, the hidden ring effects are not working, and the bug, if you want them to work again, you need to swap out and back to your... Oh, so you gotta swap characters? Like the hidden buff doesn't stay after you've died? That's very odd. That does kind of sound about right, though, for Trove, frankly speaking. Yeah, hopefully they fix that, because that's kind of annoying. How many jumps does your character have? 29 right now. A lot of them are from Mastery. You can get, like, a lot of jumps, but you don't really need that many jumps for Lunar Lancer, so long as your grapple actually works. Oh, I know Naruto's in Fortnite. That is hilarious. Because that means that we get to see Naruto do Fortnite dances. And that is the most beautiful, cringiest thing I've ever seen. Like, seriously, dude. Oh, there was another trailer for the new Spider-Man movie. Looking pretty dope. I wasn't expecting to see Killer Croc there, or whatever his name is. The crocodile guy. Killer Croc is what they call him in DC, because, haha, they rip each other off. I was very surprised that they didn't show something else that I know is going to end up happening in that movie. I don't want to talk about it because it's pretty big spoilers. Oh, did they just call him Lizard? That's right. I don't know how I forgot that, but... Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, Green Goblin and stuff we knew was there. I knew Sandman was there, and they at least finally confirmed it. Same with Electro. The one thing that they did kind of show, which I thought was interesting, is how they had, what's his name? Spider-Man with, the Doctor Strange gauntlet. Because that's pretty significant. We're starting to get into all the Spider-Verse stuff. I see your comment, Timothy, but that should be enough acknowledgement for you. Why is speed farming useful? Because basically Trove boils down to completing dungeons as quickly as possible, because like completing dungeons and everything like that is what gives us XP, gives us loot, so the entire game revolves around completing dungeons as quick as possible, and that's why speed farming is so useful. Yeah. Why did they rework Lancer? What do you mean? Because Lancer sucked. I don't know why they reworked Lancer instead of our classes, if that's your question. Good lord, what is this frame dip that I keep getting? I think the memory leak is coming back. We're gonna crash like any minute now. Stupid game, dude. Oh my god, it's getting so bad. I don't know if that's being reflected in the stream to you guys. It should be, but... I know, dude. I love Lunar Lancer after the rework. Like, there's lots of people that don't like it. Those people don't like fun. Because Lancer is so much more fun and so much more viable for speed farming. And I mean, frankly, anyone who was trying to use Lunar Lancer for like a damaged character is like, why? I get it, it's your favorite character. Shadowhunter's my favorite character. You don't see me using it. Want to know why? Because it's inefficient. And not like, oh, I should use the Neon Ninja because it's the most efficient character in the game. Yawn. I don't like Neon Ninja's gameplay. Shadowhunter, I love the gameplay, but that class is so inefficient, I may as well just use anything. That's the problem. I know, dude. I know. I'm really curious what they're gonna do for the Shadowhunter rework. The thing also that I'm wondering is, with the hidden effects of the rings, I wonder how much that's going to have a part to play with if they end up doing a rework. Because right now we've got it so that a fully charged right-click shot with Shadowhunter ends up giving you a damage buff, which is arguably one of the most useless hidden abilities in the entire game. But it makes me wonder, like, okay, so are they going to end up, like, doing a proper rework of the Shadowhunter where he gets, like, whole new abilities? Or is it just going to be, like, some lazy thing where they just kind of tighten him up? I mean, frankly speaking, I would take a tightened up Shadowhunter anyways. But I would prefer it if they overhauled the abilities and just made it so that your ultimate like was a bit better. And number 1 doesn't serve a purpose. Maybe if the trap would shadow mark enemies, it could be okay. And then your right click is just like, why does this exist? Um, 5-star over there. Wait, what are you saying, Matt? Oh, the items per hour mod does that? Huh. I mean, it only ever happens every now and then, so I don't know why. I always just thought it was Trove's memory leak issue, because usually it just gets worse and worse and worse through gradual play. What's the best way to get chaos cores? There's not really a best way anymore, unfortunately. Just because, like, I don't know. Just grinding, and if you have enough, whoa, 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 whoa. Easy game. If you have enough, like, what do you call it? Chaos, what is it? Chaos factor, that's it. Which you can't really grind chaos factor, and you can't get tokens anymore for chaos, like chaos coins. It's just, I don't know why they removed all of that stuff. Yeah, it does seem to be tied to the items. You're right. You know what? I got a solution. Create a new world. I think there's just too much items on the ground. Which class should I switch to farming? Currently on Dino Tamer, gem sockets are eating away at my ability to swap gems for other classes. I mean, why do you want to swap classes? Do you just not find Dino Tamer fun? Because Dino Tamer is hella efficient for speed farming, so... What would you generally rate this game right now? That's a tough call, man. I have a pretty biased opinion towards this game because this game's been so good to me, not only just in terms of my gameplay of just playing this game for such a long time, but also just the fact that, you know, it kind of helped my channel grow and everything. So, that's a really tough one. I guess I would give it like a solid 4 out of 5. Yeah, I mean, in terms of like, if I'm being super critical with it, I guess I would say maybe a 3 out of 5, but I'd still rate it a 4 out of 5 because of the fact that not only is it free, so it gets away with a lot of stuff, but lots of people seem to underestimate the fact that this game is, like the only voxel MMO? Or like one of the only good ones, I should say. Dragon at Home technically is a voxel MMO, but it doesn't, I don't know. Doesn't really feel the same, you know? Like, even whenever the heck Hytale comes out, you know it's not gonna be free to play. So it's like, which, okay. Oh, is the Black Friday sales already starting on PlayStation tomorrow, Bobby? Sweet. I will definitely have to check that out. Hopefully I can get PS Plus for like a year for $2 or something. Why must YouTube remove the dislikes like it did? Did they already remove them? I don't think so. It's, I don't know. Honestly, I don't really have that much to say about the whole remove dislike thing, because it's like, dislikes doesn't really do anything. I get it, it's like a big thing of controversy for a lot of people. I guess I would say the only real way that the dislikes would affect me was just if I'm looking up like tutorials online for something, and then if you see that the video's got like a crap ton of dislikes, it means you don't even have to watch it because you know that it's just trash and doesn't actually like explain anything, or is like linking to their own website or something, you know. Like I feel like unfortunately there's gonna be a lot of like scummy content, you know, like that can't be moderated anymore. That's gonna kind of be the worst part of it. Ah! Does the dislike thing only work on new videos? Because I can still see dislike numbers. Maybe they're pumping it out per region. But yeah, the dislikes on tutorials and like just garbo videos, that's the real reason why I don't like it. I mean, if they're removing it because some YouTubers' butts get hurt or whatever, okay, cool. I don't really care. It's not like I consider, like, the only time my videos get a bunch of dislikes is if I either miss something in editing, or frankly speaking, if it's just like a bunch of idiots just disliking it because their brains are too small. Like my Diablo 4 video that for some reason just blew up in views and had a crap ton of dislikes, even though everything about that video was correct. I don't know. I think that's when I ended up like, I don't know. I'm still salty about it because that video just blew up. Like I woke up the next day and I was like, why does this video have so many dislikes? It's like when people are like trying to literally like scam you with like some dumbass video that's like clickbait or just doesn't get to the point or whatever. It's like, okay, that I can totally understand people disliking. But when it's just like a genuinely like good video, it's weird to me. But I also don't know the dark side of YouTube because I pretty much only stick to the channels that I like. So I can't really say anything about the dislike button. And frankly speaking, I don't really care. They're already going to make the decision, so it doesn't matter whether or not we have any objective problems with it because it's already going to happen and who cares. What's the best way to increase power rank? God, did I have I'm pretty sure I had a power rank video recently, right? I think so. I'd have to double check, but I'm pretty sure I have a more recent one talking about power rank, unless that was a video talking about mastery. I'm trying to remember. But power rank is basically tied to level up your character, equip gems, dragons, mastery. That's pretty much the summary of it all. Oh, and gear, obviously. Whoa, Jesus. What should I focus on to hit mastery rank 800? You're already at that mastery rank. Look, I mean, look at me. I'm at 725. I don't even think you can get mastery 800 unless you mean the combined level, in which case you gotta get all your geode mastery points out of the way, which that was pain. That's why I can't complain about the Paragon update, really. At least it's not Geode Caves update, am I right? Oh my god. Is it worth buying Paragon pins to sell them? No, it's not. That's the stupid thing. Is credit pouches sell for more than the pinatas. I'd have to double check the prices, actually. Let's see. Oh my god. Stop. Primal, no. Is it Primal Paragon? Yeah, there it is. 85k. Jesus. Okay, yeah, so it is extremely cost effective. Buy credit pouches, sell credit pouches, buy pinatas. Oh, I didn't even notice that we actually got a we actually got a Paragon level. Sweet. Wait, did we get one Paragon level or two? I'm so confused. Were we Paragon level 2 or 3 when we started? I think we were Paragon level 2 and like a half or something. That would make sense because of the double XP pot. Damn, that's not that bad then. Sweet, that means I might have some Primal Paragon pinatas that I can throw down at the end. I want to kind of calculate now. Now I'm curious with how much those Prime Paragon pinatas are. How much flux would that be? Actually, wait a minute. So let's say 85,000 times... okay, no, it would still be way too expensive to buy like a full stack. I don't know why I thought, oh, I can afford this. No. Oh, where am I? I gotta put my map on. There we go. I know we also, that's the thing that's crazy too, right? Is we're using double XP pot, we have patron on, and we have double XP week. And then whenever we get XP Saturday, that's going to be like triple the amount of XP going on. So we have to log in and grind that out as much as possible. Because this, like, It's crazy to think that right now, like we were able to get like 2 Paragon levels in the span of an hour, and it's like without double XP week, that's just gonna be cut in half. So it's gonna take an hour. Plus the fact that we're using patron, so if you're free to play and you don't have patron, it's gonna take even longer. And then if you don't have a double XP potion, like it's really bad, dude. Dude, that guy actually got Paragon level 5 with his Revenant. Sweet. I mean, to be fair, I haven't been grinding Paragon levels that much, like at all. I don't even think I was able to get on Trove yesterday because I just did the patch notes video and the event video, and it just took so long to end up doing both of those. Most of all the patch, just because it was like, good lord. Would the Paragon winnings be like 20 mil? Which ones? The ones out of the, like, the crafted ones, or the ones out of the pinata? Because I could see, like, I know that there's going to be some idiot that's going to get those wings and try to sell them for like 500 mil or something. 20 mil, like, the wings aren't cool. But I would say 20 mil would probably be a fair price, considering how rare they are. I could probably see them going higher than that, frankly speaking, because they are rarer than Gonda. It's just, it's a tough call. It's a really tough call. I don't know. I don't think that those wings are worthwhile, but I could see maybe like 30 mil would be a value that someone would pay for them. Just because they're so extremely rare, you know? That's pretty much all they've got going for them, is just the fact that they're difficult to obtain. They're not cool. Now, if they were awesome, on top of being rare, then, oh my god, they would be able to go for like a lot more. But the other thing too is that they are just wings, so they don't serve any purpose other than giving you a little bit of mastery. So, like, the reason Gonda is still so valuable is because, one, it's rare, but also it's one of the most functional mounts for anybody that's at the end game. Because it basically just gives you infinite jump. You heard about the NPC glitch in the club. They fixed that on PC. Which one? You'd have to clarify, Steven. Otherwise, there's lots and lots of glitches that are always going on. If it's the glitch that I think you're talking about, I think that's still on PlayStation. Later, Strawberry! What's the difference between Paragon levels and normal levels? Well, normal levels actually make you stronger. Paragon levels don't do anything. Okay, so short summary of it is once you get to level 30, Paragon levels are every level after that. And it's basically just infinite levels, but you don't gain stats or like anything substantial. You literally just gain a bunch of resources that are then used to craft crystal rings, and then like a couple mounts and stuff that you can just get mastery off of. That's pretty much it. The only noteworthy thing is that they have crystal rings locked behind Paragon. Which is fine because it means that it keeps it valuable. Because if it was just a slew of new mounts and crap, then I don't think anyone would care. Or at least I wouldn't. Can you stop? Can you get in there? Like, what's happening? There, Jesus. Do you think you can improve the game if you were a dev? No, I'm not a game dev. All I could do is be an idea man. That's it. If I was in a position where I was just like the CEO or something, like I don't know. Even then, it's not like I know how to run a company or develop a game or anything. Like there's a, you know, I just play the games. But there's a lot of things that I fundamentally like enjoy in games that I wish more games would do. And infinite levels is one of them. I think that every game needs to have infinite levels, because otherwise what happens, especially in RPGs, is the whole point of the game is to increase your number value, because it makes, you know, the dopamine in your brain go brr, and then numbers increase. Cavemen go brr, brr, ooh, ooga chaka, number increase, you know? And that like goes away as soon as the number grind either becomes too slow, or frankly speaking, you just stop gaining anything. Like right now, Paragon levels in Trove are they're a good enough incentive to keep you going, just because at least it feels like, oh, I'm still gaining XP. I'm still increasing a number value. But frankly speaking, I think it would be like myself and everybody else would have so much more incentive if these levels, like Paragon levels, would actually give you stats, even if just a minor amount. The fact that you would be slowly making your character stronger would have so much more impact than, oh, I can get a crystal ring, which technically is the same thing. Technically that makes your character stronger, but it hides too much behind the lack of confidence that Trove has in its game systems, and instead relies too heavily on RNG, random number generation, because crystal rings are just grind out these rings over and over again until you get a C4 ring that has the stats that you want, and then you never touch this feature of the game ever again. Which, I mean, arguably is what most games have, but either way, I'm happy that Paragon levels are in. I didn't like it at first, but the fact that they actually pulled a 180 on us and made like almost everything with this update tradable was big mode. That actually made the entire update worthwhile, because it means that not only are you like just grinding for your own self-satisfaction, now it feels like I'm a part of a video game where I can grind these things and I can trade them with other people and I can help other people get stronger. Not saying that I'm necessarily selling any crystal rings or anything, which, by the way, eventually we could give away some crystal rings. That would be kind of cool. But the point is that at least it makes me feel like I'm part of an MMO instead of almost everything else in this game that just makes you feel like you're playing a single player game that is way too grindy and based on random numbers. Like getting Chaos Factor. Why aren't they tradable? If Chaos Factor or if the mounts and stuff were all like tradable, it would have so much more incentive for people to end up actually grinding Chaos Chests or even buying Chaos Chests. Which, anyone's an idiot if they end up buying Chaos Chests just because the value of those Chaos Chests is utter trash. But I'm just trying to make a point that it's like, if it's something that you can actually do with other people, it just, I don't know, it just makes much more of a mental impact, at least for me anyways, I guess. Anyways, that was a long rant. Do you think, oh, sorry, up and coming pay to win person, wondering how much have you spent on this game and since you started? Don't you have an answer, but maybe roughly? I can't give an answer. Not as much since Game Ago took charge. Frankly speaking, they've actually done a pretty good job making most of the stuff that they add cosmetic. But they have added like pay-to-win delves, portals, and what is it? And even with this update, you can pay-to-win Paragon levels, basically. In which case, I don't take any part in any of that stuff, because it's like, if I didn't want to play the video game, I would just uninstall it. I wouldn't spend money, like I'm not an idiot. But I don't know, because a couple years back, Trine Worlds ended up giving me like a code that gave me like a crap ton of credits, and that apparently counted towards the amount of loyalty points that I have. So that's why I have no idea. Like, it's a very inaccurate number. That said, I mean, I've been playing this game for like 7 years, and maybe well, actually like 8 years now, I think, come to think of it. And I would say I probably have under 5,000 spent on the game, which might seem like a lot, but considering that this is not only my job, but also the fact that I'm borderline, like I'm not like against spending money on the game. It's just I've been very, very stingy with what I spend money on. I think the most expensive update was when they added gem augmentation, and then I spent like $800 like during that update just to get like max power rank at the time, and then they just kept adding more power rank, they kept adding more mastery, and I just lost all interest in trying to be like maxed out or #1 or whatever. It takes away all incentive when they make it so unobtainable. You know, it was just a big eye opener where it's like, why am I spending money on this game? It's not going anywhere. And I don't mean that as a shot towards Trove. I just mean like the money that you spend on this game only gets you so far. So all I literally do now is just buy credit pouches whenever I need flux, and then I just sell them. That's it. And then otherwise, I spent way too much money on Genshin Impact. I spent more money on Genshin, like, in such a short time frame versus a game like Trove, where it's just been a gradual spending, you know? And now I am completely burnt out with Genshin, and the devs, well, I mean, they got me, they got my money, and now they're not working on the game anymore, or at least it doesn't feel like it. Ha 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 ha, fool me once. I'm not gonna spend any more money on Genshin. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not spending anything on it. Like, I'm still buying, like, the battle pass and stuff, but it's just, like, coming back to my point from earlier, there's all of this monetization behind all of these different games and stuff like that. And then here's Elden Ring gonna come out where you buy it once and you get a complete product. Breath of the Wild sequel gonna come out, buy it once, complete product, you know? Arguably, those games don't last as long as, like, these free-to-play models, but, I don't know. Anyways, I didn't mean to make that into a big deal, but... Oh, this dungeon's still not done. Do it, guys! Do it! How do you play this game for 8 years? I cannot play a video game for more than 3 months. 2 to 3 months. I mean, honestly, because I'm a content creator for it. That's the real bottom line. And also, it just so happens to be, like, one of my favorite games. I know that a lot of that is owed to the fact that I've been covering it on the channel for so long. And it's like, now it's at that point where I've played it for so long, I don't think I'll ever stop. It's like most people have Minecraft and stuff for that. But for me, I don't know. It's like, I really love MMO games, but I don't like tab targeting. I absolutely despise that stuff. Like, it's just, ugh. That's why I never got into World of Warcraft, even though I know that World of Warcraft's world and gameplay and everything would probably be super duper interesting to me because I like grinding. But if it had an action combat system like Trove, heck yeah, dude. Because that's the thing too, is as much as we get like rubber banding and stuff like that with Trove, it's like there is a lot of complex stuff going on in this game that I don't think people, like, I think people take for granted the fact that we can openly jump in this game. And it's not just an animation of your character going up and down, but not actually moving in the physical space. No, we're actually moving. And that's why there's so much rubber banding in the game, because the game is literally calculating our vertical height. That's honestly why most MMOs don't do stuff like that, is because of how much can go wrong. But not to mention the fact that we've got the build system, which is arguably a really good building system. Like, you look at a game like Dragon and Home, and as much as I love that game, anyone who's played it for more than 10 minutes knows it's got one of the worst voxel building systems in any video game. Portal Knights is a close second. Like, I don't know what it is about these voxel games that just don't get the building right, when building is like one of the most fundamental aspects of it. Like, best building, obviously, is Minecraft, and especially Minecraft with World Edit. That's the best voxel building. That's why, hopefully, whenever the heck Hytale ends up coming out, they are super duper developing the building aspect of the game, because they know that that's where the bulk of the content's gonna be. But anyways, to answer your question, I'm a freak, and I don't know why I still like this game, but I do. It's just one of my favorite games, man. What can I say? It's got its problems, and I'm very openly critical about the things that I dislike about Trove. But overall, I do still believe that it's a great game. I kind of gave up a long time ago. That I feel like a lot of new people that come to Trove think, well, it'll reach its potential one day, and it's like, nah, it's pretty much like just gonna be like this until it dies. But it's not that I'm against playing other games. It's just they don't hold my interest, you know? Like Warframe, Destiny, even Phantasy Star. Like, all these games have a recipe for success, but there's just something about them that just doesn't stick with me. I don't know why. Maybe because they're designed too well around like the free-to-play monetization and stuff. Like Trove kind of doesn't do it very well. Like as much as this game is pay to win, it's like, well, the best option is usually just buy credit pouches and sell them, you know? And it's not like they're trying to do that. They like, look at all the crap that's jam-packed into the store, right? It's just the devs are so, sorry, the devs are so out of touch with the in-game community that half of the stuff they put in the store is worthless. And I don't think that that is a problem with the other games that I had mentioned, because those games, they know very, very well how to monetize the heck out of every single aspect of the game. And it makes it boring. At least for me. Like, I played Warframe to death, and then I got bored with it. I played Destiny a lot less, but generally I like third-person games more than first-person. And gunplay is, I don't know. Anyways, I don't mean to ramble about all that stuff. Do you use Streamlabs to stream? No, Streamlabs sucks. I hate Streamlabs. I already hated Streamlabs before it was cool, because apparently what Streamlabs is doing is, I think D, who's actually in chat, mentioned this before, where, so they call it Streamlabs OBS, but it actually has no affiliation with OBS. They're just doing that because they're trying to bring up their licensing. And Streamlabs, unlike OBS, has ads in it. So they're making money. Whereas OBS, which is the far superior software outside of it's not as user-friendly as Streamlabs, is completely free. So, and I mean completely free in the fact that they're not even making a profit. Like, Streamlabs, I mean, they got like a negative rep recently, but I don't think they got in trouble. Because basically OBS keeps telling them, can you guys stop calling this Streamlabs OBS? It has nothing to do with us. And they're just like, haha, no. Because Streamlabs OBS has more searchability or something. Like, I forget what it is. What was it, D? Streamlabs OBS is a scummy company that tarnished the open source name of OBS. Well, there you go. I couldn't have put it better myself. That's not why I don't use Streamlabs. I don't use Streamlabs because I never liked it. Like, I just find it to be really bad for what I do anyways. Generally speaking, it is a more superior software in most aspects, but I don't like it and I never have. How much... boy. I'm trying to think how much XP we've got left and whether or not I should keep grinding this out or not. Did I finally get a crystal spear? I got a C3 face. Ha 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 ha. It's not illegal for what Streamlabs does because of the fact that they don't charge money for the program itself. It's that they end up earning money off of the ads and stuff that it ends up, you know, linking with and all their partnership deals and junk like that. So technically, they're fine. No, I know, Scythe. I just was wondering, like, how much XP I had left in terms of, like, okay, how long is this going to take? So we have 3, 9, 8, 7, 6, 600,000 XP to go, which is not that bad, I guess. Yeah, let's push it. Let's go. Let's get to Paragon 5. Why not? My point is, I don't want to use an XP potion because I don't want to be streaming for another hour. But yeah, just don't support Streamlabs, guys. Like, they're scumbags. Remember what I said earlier about how, oh yeah, if the game is good, I don't care about not supporting the company. Programs, on the other hand, that's something completely different. I pirate all my programs. Shut up. Unless it's a program that I think is genuinely, like, really, really good. Like, I remember back when I used to use Bandicam for my recordings, I bought that. Guess what? After I had a torrent of it and found out that it was actually a fantastic recording software, then I gladly spent the money because I wanted to support them. But most programs kind of suck. Okay, I don't know where... There you are, you scumbag boss. Jesus. Bandicam is actually, they're still a really, really good software for recording just because of the amount of, like, I'd say that they're probably like the easier version of OBS. OBS is a lot more technical, and that's exactly what I like about it because I can customize like everything. And I mean, I know Bandicam's more of a meme just because the free version has that big Bandicam watermark, but it's a genuinely good program. I remember, I think I'm also responsible because I remember when Bandicam, like when I got Bandicam, it was actually like really early on. It was just starting out. And so they had a really open communication with the people that were using the program. And I remember actually like telling them, hey, can you guys make it so that I can actually like have my webcam and gameplay recorded like at the same time instead of separately, or just have an option so that I could have it recorded separately. And they do actually have that now. One of the devs took it into consideration and they ended up doing it. That was long after I stopped using Bandicam though. But my point is that right now my face cam is stuck on this footage. So if I was recording this, that's it. I can't edit, like zoom in on my face or anything for memes, right? Whereas with Bandicam, you can actually set it up so that it records your face cam in a completely separate video track. Because that was the thing that I loved about Bandicam that OBS eventually ended up having, was multi-layered recording tracks, which to the layman basically means that when I'm recording, I have, you know, you guys just hear one seamless audio track of the game and my voice. But if I ever need to go into editing and change it so that, oh, maybe the game volume is too loud, I can just render out both my mic and the game audio separately, which is a bigger deal than you would think. Most programs don't do that. And Bandicam was one of the first ones that did it. That's why I used it. And then eventually OBS ended up adding it. And, well, now I just use OBS because it's better. Anyways, long rant, boring, blah, blah, blah. Behind the scenes YouTube stuff. Anyways, I see you guys keep giving out these comments, and I'm sorry that I'm not necessarily trying to ignore them. Lunar Lancer best speed farming character? Not necessarily. I just enjoy the character the most right now, just because. What stats should I focus on? Like, just building characters in general, you mean? That would just be like DPS build for most of the characters in the game. Usually it's focusing on attack speed and movement speed, depending on the class, and whether they benefit from both of those or not. Like Tomb Raider, for example, you're not going to bother building up movement speed because you're all damage, so... I mean, I guess movement speed is probably better than... Yeah, because otherwise you don't need attack speed, so you can sacrifice that. We're almost there, gamers. Wham! Have you ever played Wizard 101? No, and I don't want to. I don't have any desire. Come on. Portal up. There we go. I don't have any desire to play Wizard 101. Like I said, I'm very picky with the games that I play. And on average, you'll see that, okay. Speaking of rubber banding, Jesus. On average, you'll see me pick up a game on the channel and then I stop playing it right away. Just because it's like, you know, it's a new exciting thing. I want to try it out. And then I start playing it and it's like, oh, I'm bored. Like, I don't think, as much as I keep memeing it behind the scenes saying how like, oh yeah, Halo will keep me busy until Elden Ring. It's like, nah. I don't think Halo's gonna last that long. Halo is a lot of fun though. But I don't know how long that's gonna last. I mean, it's free to play, so it might be like my Fortnite, where it's like just the game that I just play in the background casually. But who knows? You like Ark? Oh yeah, I played Ark to death. I could never play it again, but I played that game so much, dude. I'm pretty sure I got like a bunch of streams on it as well. I think we tackled... didn't we do the DLC like as a consistent series or something? Good lord. Game, please. Yeah, I'm waiting on Ark 2. Should be good. Also, I saw something about that Hogwarts Legacy game, which I'm keeping an eye on it. But guess what? Elden Ring, baby. Elden Ring is going to destroy most open world games for me. And then when Breath of the Wild 2 comes out, that is going to eat up a lot of my time. I'm really excited for those games. I hope Elden Ring lasts like a long time and I don't like end up just playing it to death like within the first month, you know, because it seems like it's one of those games that could easily just absorb your life for a while and then eventually it's just like, well, I'm done. Like there's the this is just kind of an internal thing for me. I find it weird that there are content creators that consistently cover like Dark Souls and stuff where it's like, bruh, you think I'm playing a dead game. These people are still just playing Dark Souls games. Like, I could never see myself playing a Dark Souls game for 7 years, is my point. Even though, obviously, the game has a lot more relevancy and is going to end up getting a lot more hits on YouTube and stuff, which I guess is exactly why they're playing it, but I don't know. It's like when I don't know. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Oh, what'd you find, Dr. Steen? What's the new bug? Pirate Captain hit infect. All hands on deck. The damage numbers are not showing. Oh, okay. So they had that on the test server. I thought they ironed that out, but I guess they didn't. Yeah, rip Maple Story, dude. Maple Story lasted quite a while for me, frankly speaking. That was a fun one. I really liked Maple Story. Up until the end game. The end game mechanics were just terrible. They were so boring. Like, I did, like, the first raid, and that was, like, fun enough to learn. And then it was like, ha, 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 now do the next one. And it was like, if you don't have perfect stats, you're not going to get invited. Ha, ha, ha. What about Skyrim? Skyrim is, So Skyrim I played, like, before I was doing YouTube, or, like, I just had it on the side, and I don't know. Like, of course, I've played Skyrim to absolute death, and I could never cover that game like ever again. Like I ended up doing like a series on it, and basically when I got near the end, I just started rushing the main story because I was just like, dude, I've already done everything in this game like off camera. I don't want to play anymore. So hopefully whenever the heck the next Elder Scrolls comes out, it's not a crap show like most of Bethesda's games and big team company games lately. Because if it's as good as Skyrim, if not better, then that'll stick around for a while. How do you get 570k HP with a full damage build? Because after a while, like on your gems, you don't actually have to have crit hit on all of your gems because you're going to be over 100% crit hit. As you can see, I'm at 99.9% actually. And so any of the extra stats just go to max health just because it's useless to have it on crit hit. So that's why. Have you played Overwatch? Oh yeah. I had a lot of videos on Overwatch, dude. I'm still excited for Overwatch 2. That one's gonna be dope, I think. Also, oh my god, we're almost done. We're about to level up, gamers. Are we gonna level up on this guy? Nope. What about on this guy? Level me up. Do it. Just do it. Get it? Irrelevant Shia LaBeouf. This'll do it, right? No, it didn't do it? Really? Okay. Speed. I am speed. If only you could smash through walls, dude. I swear to God. There we go. Paragon level 5. Let's go. No inventory space. Let's get out of here. What other MMOs do you like right now? New World is keeping my attention. I don't play it like a lot, but yeah, basically, Tiff. I know the Overwatch 3 a.m. gang was fun. Now we got Halo though, so like genuinely, guys, Halo is like so much fun. I get so frustrated with it, but it's so fun, and it's free. The other thing too about Halo is you can actually have like a squad of 24 people with you, so it's like I one day would love to do that with you guys, like with viewers. I just think that that would be really cool. And Final Fantasy 14, like I said earlier, I am not a fan of tab targeting games. Pastel in chat actually plays Final Fantasy 14, and I've watched a lot of that. But for me myself, like I keep my ear to the ground with a lot of games, but I don't necessarily play all of them myself because I just don't really have the time. I mean, I have to get rid of all these stellar rings, aren't I? This is so sad. I mean, I guess, do I destroy these or do I give them away? Like, I'm such a hoarder in this game. Anyways, guys, I'm going to throw down, well, a couple of these piñatas. So, yeah. Dude, with Halo, just give me the samurai skin that's coming next week. If you guys want to join the world, I'll throw down these 4 pins in a minute. And then we'll get absolutely nothing out of them, right, guys? Oh, I had a very, very long Warframe series. I'm done with Warframe. I don't find it interesting anymore. What Halo do you mean? So, if you didn't know, Halo Infinite's multiplayer is free to play, and it's available right now. They say it's a beta. It actually released earlier than the campaign, which comes out December 8th. What do you think about the Binding of Isaac? Too much poop. I don't like the art direction, even though the game looks interesting. Alright, I guess I'll throw these pins down. It's not like they're gonna give us anything anyway. Die, die, die. Kill it. Kill it, gamers. Yes! Dude, we got 160 Viridium. I could have got that with my eyes closed. Another 160 Viridium. Okay, let's see. You know what? I would rather these piñatas gave me nothing. And more Viridium. Talk about useless. Oh my god, no wonder people are selling them for 80k. Jesus. Oh my god. Okay, well, anyways. What do I want to do with this box? I'll probably save that. I don't know if I need it. I'll answer a couple more questions before we call it, guys. But, I mean, hey, we got 2 Paragon levels, so that's pretty cool. Oh, I already... Don't even get me started on Risk of Rain 2, my man. I got a couple videos on that. I don't have as many videos of how much I played that game. That is one of the best roguelikes that there is. That and, oh, what's the other one? Death something. Oh, my God. The one that's like Castlevania. Tiff, you know which one I'm talking about. I don't know why the name escapes me right now. Ugh, really, Silent? That's odd. About mouse sensitivity. I didn't even know you could use a mouse on console. Dead Cells. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Do I switch my Gunslinger gems to another magic character, or is Gunslinger the best magic? No, you can swap all of that to Chloromancer and you'll just be stronger. Death Stranding. That's not a roguelike. That's an experiment. And it failed. Oh my lord. Well, someone's dropping pins. Thank you. I guess I could join things, but it's like, eh. Oh my lord. Those are mastery pins too. Sweet. Thank you. What about Hytale? What about it? I have no expectation for Hytale and no hype for it until it comes out. When it comes out, hey, I'll play it. But until then. Oh god, it's already 3 o'clock for me. Mariko's done at 6, so or 7, so I've got like 4 hours left, which seems like a long time, but it's not. Okay, let's call this stream, and I guess I'll hop on Dragon and Home. I really wanted to stream Halo, but I might not get to do that until later tonight. We'll see. But I appreciate you guys very, very much for coming out and chilling with me. I needed this, seriously. It's really big stress relief for me to just stream and chill. Especially after my outburst a couple days ago in the stream. But genuinely, love you guys to death. Thank you so much for coming out, and have yourselves a